wonderful viewers wherever you are in the four corners of the globe. Welcome to Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. Once again, we are located in the little smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, and our studios, lucky enough, we are located here in Farato, West Coast region. Back again with another edition of your favorite sport program on TV right now called Sports 360 Light. And of course, coming up on Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. We're back again. Once again, my name is Bakary, Manneh, fondly called Big Sam. And today, we're coming again, but this time into sports and football in particular. Well, this time I am here today to interview and talk about grassroots football, where everything begins. Like I said, we all have stages that we start. And I'm proudly to inform you, audience out there and viewers, that Brikama of my decades of sports journalism and following football, especially local football, is the place that have stages in football. I mean, I could definitely be vindicated and, corrected that Brikama is the only place that have. When you talk about Genius, it's organized by Soccer Sports Committee. And those are the committee that I'm coming to interview here. You go to intermediate, that is the next one. You have Coming Sports Committee. And then finally to the seniors, where you have Brikama Sports Committee. So tell me, where in the Gambia you have the stages. So Brikama have a step before you play to the. That's why they will always produce very good talent players. Well, today, my guests are from Soccer Sports Committee, the organizers of the junior tournament in Brikama. And here with me today, I have Mr. Lamin Fadera, commonly called Sang. He is the president of the Soccer Sports Committee. And with me also, I have the Secretary General of the Soccer Sports Committee, who is, of course, Buba Manju Manjang. Well, Sang, we start with the President Sang. Bismillah to, and welcome to what we call Sports 360 on Atlantic TV.
Thank you so very much, Big Sang. My name is Lamin Fadera, Komonino Sang. I'm the President of Soccer Sport Committee.
Thank you very much. And Manjo?
Thank you, Big Sam. Viewers and listeners, my name is Buba Manju Manjang. I'm the Secretary to Soccer Sport Committee.
Thank you very much. As you have rightly stated, on my right here is Lamin Sangfadera, the President of Soccer Sports Committee, and on the left, as earlier introduced by himself, is the Secretary General, that is Buba Manju Manjang. Well, these are the guys that we're coming to share. But Sang and Manju, I want us to split this interview into two. Maybe the President can take the manika, because we're talking to that, and then you, as the official secretary, can be speaking to that. First, moving on, we go, this is an open question for both the President, a little bit about the money about Sang Soccer Sports Committee, because Nico Soccer Sports Committee, Genius la President Sandom Joale Santi, the money for more Sang. Najiberland.
Yeah, Big Sam, Telum Santi, but my Alamo Jamail on Sandal, but into Famulamin Federal. Sapo Soka be Alata Kola, and in executive committee shall be Alata Kola and Telum Soka la President. So on contenta bakela kaje ko nim minialon kombe kafurimbe do ko kekan so ala tentolti
c'est defan wuluta minton
original inde wuluta kianne
mbadi kempo de beja kian kempo de beja
nde original wuluta kianne male
kianne ma
na korabi je ka fo je yirama kunda opposite jame ngoto je
okay
fama gelum fa suwoti so bare nara findi nang nara sabadi Brikama jang. So saya Brikama Das. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Same question go to our, I know this is a Kian contingent. Yeah. Let's go to our Secretary General, Manjo. A little bit about who is Manjo, the Secretary General of Soccer Sports Committee.
Thank you, Big Sam. My name is Bubakar Manjang, as I alluded earlier. Born in Brikama, brought up in Kian, and I went through the school ladder, and I'm a teacher by profession, currently on study leave, going to university. I joined soccer sport in 2015. I also played the league as a player, and later on joined the committee as a secretary. I was an assistant secretary to Tuman Damfa. Okay. After I went, Tuman left because he's also a teacher. When he's been posted to the rural area. Okay. So I take on the mantle to be the Secretary General of Soccer Sport Committee since 2015 to date.
And you reside in
I am residing in Brikama, Chembuye, Madina.
Kembuye, Madina.
Yeah.
That is manjo for you. Sang ngamere fana mu teacher or a P teacher, something like that. Apart from yin soccer, if I communicate.
Yeah, Big Sam. Mfana mo PE jalti mo mfana mbe wala karandiro la PE jalantolo mahadla PE jati
Jama school jama?
Mahat Senior
Mahat.
Secondary School and St. Peter's fana.
Oh.
Ndela fana mo St. Peter's la PE jati.
Okay.
Sain tembe Mahat nkata Mahat afternoon kata St. Peter's Somanda.
Somanda.
And Gambia la Karola fana, Gambia la handball. I'm part of the coaches. Mfana mbe coach solo konole because ne travel ta ning Gambia la handball team o senior saba for nani. And the athletics area fanang thank God I am a launching coach.
Oh.
So alanatang harje nin team o travel ta mini alon ko ndara Algiers this year.
Oh,
But
okay.
before,
The grade school.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't get travel.
Yeah, so but na first experience pour nimbor lale tama, although I'm very sorry mantra topic ko kono.
No, it's all part of sport. Don't worry.
Kita Senegal lati yang invite je meeting wala. So ndada nung competition la je tol sombe ka meeting wala sort as a competition. Wala kita na force ya tin at least you'll travel da.
Okay. But that is it. And I know the GSS, I'll have this opportunity to say that the Gambia Secondary School Sports, the football tournament, the upper basic and the senior secondary school will kick-started tomorrow, the upper basic on the 12th at Dara Soma, and then we'll be back there again on the 17th for the senior secondary school. So, and I, last year finals at Basse, you were there, etc. So I think that is awesome. So it's all under one umbrella. Moving on, Sang, ngatete follow, for Soccer Sports Committee, anata nyadile, the organizers of the junior tournament, before Mbita Secretary, yes, as the president, Soccer Sports, awuluta nyada, anyata nyane, domanding for nyeji.
Soka na ranya ming sabo soka mofla le soka create. Min keta fabakat faderati, ndoma, ani mbabaka sama, wole soka create. But like, tournament nying ame ba batale. Akita nyaming competition la ye team dan down invite so inada ka tournament play je tabi yake another kole bul pour ka tambi nyato because lanjur dal dol sodole kana marlo dol la karo min keda na fulu la karo lati anen cool dol so kabring yo batada so de nata nankang kata nina ko odmitul mo flu da mali ala o sango
Okay, wala jumani.
Fabakar Fadera wala kita na younger brother anim baba kasama saya telon tela second vice president.
Okay.
So kabina ran kan kata ne ko nyini la lanjur dati so nata fo ko okay mbaji belen salma ko no nyami so nata mbulo di ko ke ma ko kodo la karola kaje ko yo complete kabiya complete so sai nara mitungo do ko man yaje ko timul min nati tol da mate o sambanol so murunda nanga ko nyako sign the after sign ite fo nyinta ya dinna ten so kabi ya dinna nara timol ko man ni timol mit so wodu mun ya jube e ka fale ko sannali ko
Yes, ni be brika ma ka sannali ko
ka fale sannali ko so mi ngi nem del as a soccer sport comme di womu Lamin jawralti
okay
ate fana mun na mbama na bama den ta bakilim fakala fana ministerial
okay
he was our secretary so kabrana ra ko ntengi liko bulano la sanna liko la sanga to dia la bang that to atelna ra name as a soccer sport committee so wala na ngin to dita as a soccer sport committee so abe wala nyama ka battery sainta ngadul samananje kadul samananje fo be nyim wato min to
it's good to tell our audience that soccer means football in America. When we call America, they have a certain play they call football. I don't know where they invent that because football you play with your hand. So they call that football. That's American football. In America, they don't call football. They call it soccer. So soccer in general means football. But in other countries, they will tell you soccer means knocking the ball around and all that stuff. So the act of it. We go to our Secretary General. Thank you very much, Sang, on that. As you've been there for a while as a assistant and now the secretary, you can also tell us about Soccer Sports Committee.
Yeah, as my president alluded earlier, I thought the commencement of the league as he said, was done by Bakary and Mbaba. So when it comes to written, that was 2000. They document it, but the inception is beyond 2000. But we started by saying, okay, we documented. The documentation start by 2000, so to date, and gradually from one secretary to another, though the president still is permanent to Mr. President as Lamin Fadera, and Baba Gassama as a vice president, and Mustafa Kebe to Manneh Damfa and others, they all handle the position of Secretary General. And now today, Mustafa Chebe is our treasurer, and Umaru Sise is our Auditor General to Soccer Sport. We are still on the league, and I must say, some will come and they will leave because of the engagement they have. They cannot do the work, and they will write to us that, okay, they cannot do it, so they have to fan back for others to give space to others to come and also join us, those who love sports, as you alluded, because when we said soccer simply means football.
Exactly.
So that's the reason I believe the person who coined the name drive it from that end, that soccer means football. That's why he used the name Soccer Sport Committee. Yeah.
The same question for you guys. You start mentioning executive, but instead of president, all executive for the setup of Soccer Sports Committee, the executive.
Like la position
yeah, position will be like, come you have the president Lamin, you have the vice and all that. Let's know a little bit on that.
Certainly maybe secretary sama ko no bate kasa fe.
Yeah, secretary.
President on mundelti. Baba kasama de noma as a vice president.
Okay.
Nata musalfi kodola marola karola filoto.
Okay.
Fabakar fadera do marli wala.
Okay.
Because atel fanan katra marri momuna ratle ka fo ko atole belola ni gate solto.
Okay.
Then do manu minga sor babu ka so ba do manu minga sor collection of bi atel ka ke.
Okay.
Ya konti jele sor kemel sor kemel fula sorota ay din tresor min keta tafa ke bet. Okay, ni na kodola marola karola tafa ke bele bije as our tresor.
Okay.
Ni na audito la ka kiskisro ke minne bije Umar Sisele bije. So position nga Atlanta la ni na appeal disciplinary committee la fana mol bije dalila la ka namia nambugo disclose.
No, you don't do that. Yeah.
So wolf and bije like nata mul soro jemin keta kambenti bao any decision nga tankari to le ya fanya keteng likewise by safana na kodo ke
immediately born.
Ani nara organizing committee sol fanana mol bije lamp fal nyul bebe wala kono ye sadio soro je won ñu komalti la shala another committee ye Mamadou Diallo soro je wol bebe organizing committee sol la kor so seto bi mi yalon ko momo la fanna la mole bi mi yalon ko be loringi anun katane mola ni nara ni non do ko mi yalon ko nyenta wala kala Soccer Sport Committee.
Man, you left the money la vala. You want to add up something on that?
Yeah, like the committee is not that big. We have only 15 members.
Okay.
At the moment, and that 15 members, I believe each of them has, or 5 or 6 has a position to handle. Like he said, he's the president, Lamin Fadera. Baba is the assistant president. Fabaka is the one responsible for all the gate check-ins, and Mustafa Kebe is a treasurer, and I, Buba Manjang, I am the secretary, and Fatu Jata is my assistant secretary. And the others we are given positions for them too. Yeah.
That's so important. It's Soccer Sports Committee on Sport 360 Live. The junior
time Midaka Minda Dolela force by that is 1999. 1999 wodo mo Midaka Minda.
So atole Minda force by and wo yala
wo iya tra abe play
kan wow.
Bari aman sembo sorono.
Okay.
Then by that time Minda wo ata ya Minda lo there is no table siram mantra yanka block wala use nka si
Wow.
sa fero keje so min daw ni yirol min be banda jang selo no ngafa kon tele o mi yirol fi
Wow.
there is a one man called Jallo Bebe rimole babule no almani man ka farkela ngam ka bandar
Okay.
so I understand so natele ka wodo ko ke ani one of the boy ka fay dawda ba
To level yirol ni
Antolla
funkol
ka
be.
yes anun kodo ke do fele koma jang mo nyaro jang dol saba tele yiro samana ban tolle ka jibon tolle ka do kolo nanga yide ten tolle ka fin so from there narabo mindaw ka ya 2000 ndara BS
so baro be atara aligo nyimbe
wara ha kamin freda BS o time le naran step in Dakata that is year 2000
okay
that is time ka ko di millennium year
okay
yale nara step in the ke mako management ni buka samano
okay so for that but monjo as the name soccer implies when we say soccer sport and when you join how do you think how many edition can you just a little bit
I said this year will be the 25th edition.
25th edition.
Yeah, 25th
wow.
edition. Yeah.
25th good years.
Yeah. 25th edition.
Before, what is 24th edition? We'll talk about the Super Cup. 25th edition, right? Wow, that is a silver jubilee.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the aims? We'll come to Sandan, but what is the aims and objective of Soccer Sports Committee? We know you are breeding, and then we'll talk about it. There are a lot of teams and a lot of players that play up to the international level that pass through Soccer Sports Committee. But what was the aims and objective of soccer coming into?
Thank you, Big Sam. I thought that is a big question.
Yeah.
The main and the objective of being inceptions of soccer is to groom players that have the talent, but they don't have the opportunity to show that talent, so that we soccer give that opportunity for them to come and showcase their talent. From soccer, they can be able to move to the higher level. That's Kambeng. From Kambeng, they go to seniors. From seniors, they go to first division and second division. But our main target priority here is to give that platform to all the players within Brikama and outside Brikama, so that they can show their talents. That's the main purpose of our organizing this league.
This one.
Yeah.
Sangambara samuru odokoro. Ko ngalone sanji moni lulu omo silva jubile omo simaldi. So silang nkanyi nkamena soka muna tul kabral bedunna pour kanyi organizing muna la hamena kolti aninga alafta muna jelaje.
Na hamena ko mindi wala nyinde ko kaje ko ka dindingol mako mini yalon ko e buka seniors play. Duko niaji be wotomo intermediate e ka fe nenu juniors wotomo spy gulla kala. That is El Senior ya samare ñol wala ka lano so ka bol burage kamena step in but kabi step in da ni ko elimination o ka timol so do fe kata fo team moño so team moñol mini kana dol bi bu ka place so then from there dol nata na kaje ko jandi be terrasir ni fonninkel ni ke engage kuriya ko dol ka talale anin ko dol bi dol ka ninka aka talal so that is time ni so ka nyin nata na but kabrana rafanan like I could remember 2003 Kabriyan Kumandi radio show la. We normally have only 14, 16 teams. Kabenga explain ye advice min dinna wala nyinde ko ning alkal be loi dun la jay I could still remember because alu fale ka wala kina pray na jemo nyin ko so kabring alu fal bodaje before alu fal fam fenjela kana brother John ne kana then after brother John inada fenke kina nge Usman youngest the youngest exactly so kaduwo fanantara inada nyimbe QTV
GRTS follow Senator no before Senator
Gajaka exactly eka Gajaka kinanji so ya understand so baye mintani na wala nyinde ko loi be luar nal kalba impose la be koleala sa alaji be ba mol min yan ko man play Kambeng wole na equal fight la ka play sa fonni kel jani be terasir ni engi aki bal kuriya ko nin ko dol ke kan that is the advice and kabiru wolo nen dol fana na dan ko big sound now lafta pour yeke mol mi yalan ko iseke kan advice bi so kala ta amon fo ko because always itel kan invite radio show la itele ninga luwa dol boni nga fe sa fa no alin ndon boni gi alin ndon ke so nya maybe in last year in this year ni mo conversation so na luwa la karola bari kabir so ka lora ino kay yamar bakel so wala na han discipline na area iko mota di le fon la ba di la
Exactly.
ni sponsor e kana ga fa no mota discipline di la ba di la
Exactly.
o area lo mi alon ko akuma bar sport kono la
Yeah.
so wala na always e kadi so bi tango dinin jama bi mi alon ko dolbi national side dolbi je travel da dolbi je be first division e be second division bu fu nyoli e bu kande nyol nesta nyol mi alon ko ye fo nyon you name it yena dembo dabo nyol soto and right now ming be gambia la defender play kan that number 4 Christian Boy James
Nyolo, yeah.
will be play the soccer
Yeah.
so
definitely. And wala Allah hamena kote
ya
no.
wala na hamina ko kaje ko ngam ngi bondi blador ngi sambat blador kara yena bulliñol soto so ndol nga ala tendula ya han bi fa yena under 17 under 15 dube ni last under 17 bo me play kan jende be left play ka a play ka rek nga kumandi nga kumandi nga interview nga ko boda muda ko nyako mbota Lamin nga ko be play ka nyako nga ko ni coordinator lan ka se fensor in future bari ngalo nata ñilla moy asa fono to ñalam so nata ye selection o ke fay dara murtani fo mundo
Exactly.
the one mi yalon ka te be la defense play kan aka play one of the team lay boda ñambay ma fon la jame
And they were playing in soccer. Play can.
Last
yeah,
before last.
yeah,
Yeah, before last.
so
will be passed through.
yeah,
for sure.
so ni nata da das la me fanan do geru ngi min bije
Tadi Bakary Jammeh.
tadi fanan di same ni bola tadi fanan ka bodi no me fo ebelam ba malo sainda ma hadle boy so do ngi o fanan di same
Ah, okay.
so yeah so asiatal
So theater da ando atolu al wala Allah hamena ko
Wala
kaje
hamena
ni
da,
no
wala
from stage an ko birkama
wala ko
stage
kaje,
be
yeah,
ni tata soto ko stage to to ngam kilino par birkama ye one step two step three steps soto ya and this is key connection in doing that
yeah
man that's so important 25 years and then lot of production jama beta meta ninjila like manjo this year is going to be the 25th edition. Earlier you start with the Super Cup. Can you tell us the whole thing about the Super Cup 2025? Who plays it? How was it played, etc.?
Yeah, before even going to
You have them. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Before even going to the Super Cup, I believe this year it was so immense. We have almost 20 teams that came for the qualification round. That's manifested that, okay, our league is not demoralizing, but it's what? It is improving. Because people, even after the elimination, I received so many calls. Even last night, I received a call. A particular team from Jeddah wants to join, but I already told them, okay, the elimination is already done, and now we are already in proper league. So maybe you might wait until the next year. So that is showing that, okay, the league is what? Is improving.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming down to your question, that's the Super Cup. Last year, we had a team. They came for elimination. That's Kasakunda, and they only played one game. No, they did not even play the game because they were lucky. Because last year we have only because the duration was short, so we did not advert our qualification round. We only adverted once, and we have 4 teams. We said we are only going to stop at 4 teams because time has gone, and they happened to play with a particular team. That team did not come, and they were qualified for the next round. That was to do the playoff, and the playoff team also doesn't showcase. So they got the automatic qualification to enter in the proper league. So when they entered in the proper league, they were marvelous. They played an extreme game. There was one player by the name Abdullah Darboe. I thought that's the engine of their team. Almost all the games, he performed extremely well. So they went to the final. They got the league. Yes,
so
that's they were the league final league champions, and they were the knockout champions.
Wow.
Yes.
They took both trophies.
They took both trophies.
So how do you become the Super Cup? Because they are qualified to play.
And they went with the Super Cup too this year.
So who did they play in the Super Cup?
The Black Star KM. That's from my Kabilo.
So why did Black Star? Did Black Star go to the double final, or they went to the league final?
No, they went to the league final, and the final played twice because we played the first time, and they went through, and we postponed the game the final for the second time.
Them on FMB.
So and the second time they went through in the game again, and they went for penalty shootout, and Kasakunda won. Okay. And this year we were not. They were lucky to score. First half they went draw.
Okay.
So in the second half, Kasakunda were lucky. They are the same Abdullah Darboe who salvaged his team.
So Kasakunda won the Super Cup final.
For sure.
So it was very well contested, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. it was a very interesting final.
You said the money for Super Cup to play like because
yeah, I love him for la ko musafi modul ben jalay kan ngaje interview do dul ka ne ko so dul ko le ka min tande wala nyinde ko manyana mul ala min yalan ko kebal mbay to fana malon ko mul ya markaje ko min sanna liko eta ndol buka mula dindi yaji mon ko momo yalon ko ni man junior iman intermediate iman senior play iman noran tournament bil bigo ya jamel time on na luwa ko nga noran nekeji so this time around na wala ni man district go play you are qualified to play then nim momo na na meeting la di advice ngam mindi maro ngam min tandila ko e kata liko min play liko mi yan ko recommendal meto flam mo bila katan la ko nyiri ko recommendal amanje ko ibata la ko local liklem wala na sometimes ni finals ni le farisul kina nyen ka problème so do gam da ko a nyom di ni likol du kon kaje kale fari kinanje mi yalon ko at en fang bata dal ya on at tango saying alhamdulillah so ndol momo yang ko be jonna alon ko kata play liko do mi yalon ko standard han farato jan na team fula be na rajel elimination man qualified newton farar newton natal dise man qualified jambur natal man qualified
ay tan digala ko ni man senior play iman district play iman kambeng intermediate play you are qualified to play so wonen na senegal andu ngamira comme mitindula manjo wonen na fula timo the onset andu ngamira ka wofule so I kali la team repol nyilinka men and then maybe nin team repol fana bota meeting oto I kala itandila players la anila molla ko nyine be caring which is very well.
I thought that's the challenge we
1 minute because ni aji be what mo nene problem mo so that is the residence. I could remember kabinga problem mo so akeda apilor mi alon ko akoleata kabin darete ko nyako sang keno alala lu ala resident bonni geba sai ale ake opundi bar momo yalon ko abina because what mo resident name you must have inganta kar sabakela jana wala kar fla jandi kan liko
but sai obota
sai hani bura muntol na reman seniors play man you are free to play.
That's very good.
So alhamdulillah
that is soccer in Brikama. What is your most important message finally? That should be your final word. Ibe kuma bala fola sakonyi dindi footballer or about some comeback.
Bisante mbe min fola wala nyinde ko sulada demaro ngo safele o fom batata man demaro sotono nade de fama ya yen dema nyonya aman sotono demaro mo soto sponsor every yanka safele an san tan disen na secretary safero kele mi yalon ka samba dulalto last year fanan December year before last December ngo kadal ma fenge so modul kan tol jalle min na wala nyinde munana tol kalli ko la hansan tol fam benna le farisol play kan dalilo mi bo ko wala nyinde ko kodo buka soto ndol taro get 300 ka soro 400 fendi ning ata yaje be kodu sura ka kespa ko pol wala final wala timul mi yanko be bota das lamela wala dar hayro da mal bend mo se fendi non na kodu na sera ka bukata mi 2000 so le farel bi la panalo ni be la fari panalo tay ka fene 450 or 350
to sponsor is key da
ya understand so sai fondul fonse sacrifice nga wura ngaji wala na ni na fanan na liko fanan nka mindi mo be ka jahal ñun man sponsor so bari ka fo ko ka mindi kay aw kan jahal dum fam le kaple so we feel ko jet bu ka fen so ngo $100 so min so $200 so min so ka kam ngol sendila best goalkeeper nga kodo dila ida inombe fensa na nga dila leading goal scorer nga fendila I know discipline team
and we have to follow the start in everything so nga macaroni back
be mim fola wala ñindi ko pour mo se findi kana kan support ni lambe de maro ni la ya okuma ba.
Thank you Manjo. Finally, what's your
I thought I would just say what he said. I will say it in English. We really need a sponsor. We wrote to Brikama Area Council for several times. We do not get anything from them. We wrote it to Comium, Africell, Kiwusal, GT Bank, Eco Bank, Trust Bank, and this time around I even wrote to APS to see whether we'll get sponsor. I believe when we get sponsor, Big Sam, the league will be far ahead as we are, for sure. But our constraint is, the main problem is finance.
And that's sponsor.
We really need sponsor. So if we get that, inshallah, our league will be at the higher level.
At a high level.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you very much. And I think so here we need philanthropists, we need government, we need everybody parastatal to come and give hands and support, especially grassroots football. Well, that ends it. That is Buba Manjang, the Secretary General of Soccer Sports Committee, the organizers of the junior tournament in Brikama. And you can see, thank you so much for coming. And our dear president, that is Lamin Fadera, commonly called Sang, the president of the Soccer Sports Committee, the organizers of the junior tournament in Brikama. Thanks for coming, gentlemen, and share your thoughts. And then we need you out there to come to their aid. And also know that this is grassroots, that's where everything begins. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And from that, Aminata, my camera assistant, thank you. Aliou Badara, mine ko t-shirt from the presentation. At the Brikama, yes. Comments like us, thank you, the man behind everything, that is Matar Job, and entire staff and management of Atlantic TV. On that note, we'll be back with more good sports program for you. Keep on sporting. Thank you.